Hello YouTube, it's the Broken Aussie here doing a deck profile of Lightsworn for September 2012. This will be more of an in-depth sort of deck profile with side deck and extra deck mentioned and what to side in, what to side out in some matchups, and as well as some key card choices. Okay, so let's start off. I've been playing Lightsworn for a long time now, so I know there's an out to the deck. Double JD, Billis, and Gauze. Nothing really needs explaining here. No 3JD. 3JD is inconsistent. You don't want that. You can always Beckoning back or Monster Reincarnation back one. BLS obviously, and Gauze obviously. For Lightsworns, we play one Celestia. It's still a name, and when you get it off, it's awesome. One Wolf, you don't need to play anymore. You need it there. Foolish Burial makes this guy really good. And it's another name, and you can Lumina it back for a 21 beta that beats over lots of stuff. Double J, it's an out to Thunder King. First turn Thunder King, I think it's going to be huge this format. So that's another out to that, and it's also a really good solid beat stick. The MST of the deck, Triple Lila. Triple Lila worked really well. It just hits back rows, and often they'll have the bottomless trap hole on Solemn Warning. It's even better if they're Solemn Warning, because I know at least it's out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it. One Aaron. Aaron is awesome for Zen mains. You can get it back via Limiter if you mill it, and you can also search it via charge. So if you need to get rid of the Zen mains, Aaron's the card, and also set Snowman Eaters because Suku's back, so people go Suku and book their own stuff, and then you just go swing Snowman Eater, send back to the deck, and that's really awesome. Double Lumina, Recursion, it's really awesome. You can reuse your MSTs, which is awesome. Reuse your Aaron if you need it, and you can get your Wolf for 21 beta. And 2 Raikou. Raikou is an amazing card, forces Light Pulse and Missed Timing. I don't know whether that's still relevant. I think it forces the Shining for Missed Timing as well. So that's good. Shining is definitely going to be a key card in the current meta, and it gets rid of threats. Other monsters, 3 Necrogardener. Necrogardener came back to 3. This card is great. It means that basically it's going to be a lot harder to go for an early game against Lightsworn, because Necrogardeners make attacking a whole lot more impossible. Play 2 Veiler. Veiler is in there because it is going to be a key card in the format. Rabbit's still good, so you can still Veiler Rabbit. And I suppose Veiling Stratos is pretty clutch, and whatever, Veiling Tour Guide's still good, so why not? I don't think you need 3 in the main anymore. I think third one's better left side. One Honest, defense trap of the deck, searchable via Sangan, which pretty much everything else is in the deck. Sangan, you just want to just get stuff. And Tex, Card Trooper, searchable via Sangan again, so if I need a second Card Trooper in any matchup, Sangan gets Suicides in the Thunder King, you +1, so that's pretty good. And Plague, obviously. Monsters, spells, 1 charge Leprade, and triple Solar Recharge, not much explaining needed here. 2 Pot of Duality, not much explaining needed here as well. And final draw card, Pot of Avarice, you need the draw spells because otherwise the deck is very inconsistent. It's still inconsistent, but not as inconsistent. 1 Monster Reincarnation, you need to get stuff back. Foolish Burial, Wolf plays, Plague plays. You can set up stuff you want for Lumina. Monster Reborn, obviously. Orphan plays. Dark Hole, awesome card. Heavy Storm, yeah, basically back row removal. I play 2 Lance in the main. You need it for defense, so if you drop JD, then they go bottomless trap hole, you can chain Lance. And then you can still blow up the field and attack for 22, which is still just good because you saved JD, and it'll go back in the end phase. And traps 1 Beckoning Light, which is pretty obvious to say the least. Moving on to the extra 1 Pearl, Beats, 2 Utopias, obviously. 1 Maestro, it is like the shit, seriously. It's a Purple Moon coupled with a rank 4 Zemains. Leviathan Dragon obviously beats He Brilliant. Just if you get a massive board and you just pump everything up. Levier, bring back stuff, set Lumina, sets a place with this. Tempo, Zemains, Merza Rhythm. It's like our Acid Golem in Australia. We don't have Acid Golem yet. Acid Golem, this would be Acid Golem. Melody, just for something. I think it can be good if you can get Melody out with a Tempo, or out with a Maestro, or out with a Merza Rhythm would be really good. Just play a Mistworm, Stardust, Black Rose, Iron Chain, and Android to keep the levels covered that I can make. And onto the side deck. Play 1 Veiler, double Crow, triple Kinetic Soldier. So that's my monster lineup. Triple Kinetic Soldier here is going to be huge this format. It's also still Samurai, which Samurai might be a threat. And Diddy Crow, Dark World's going to be huge. Plant Synchro variants if people are still trying to resurrect that deck. And it also helps against rogue decks as well. That's really good, and the Veiler's clutch in the Rabbit matchup, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Played 2 Smashing Ground for the spells and the spells. I think these should probably be Soul Takers, but you know, who cares? You just probably side out the Lances for this if you need it, or whatever else would be dead. And traps, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole against Rabbit, obviously, and other stuff. You might want to side in against heroes. And yeah, Chaos Dragon if you still see any of them. Starlight Road, there's 2 Torrential, 2 Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Heavy. You can side that in, stop that ruining your stuff, and also if there's a deck that plays mass backer removal, or mass monster removal, sorry, you just side that in, and hopefully that'll take care of things. Debunk for Dark World, and you can also side it in if your opponent's copious on hand traps. Just debunk that. Gets rid of Gauze as well, which is really key. Tech Reverse, side in against Dino Rabbit, and it stops 2 bad players as well, so it's worth considering. 2 Roll Decree, any major deck that, any rogue deck, like Countdown or Exodia, if you see that, just side in Decrees. You can also side in against Rabbit if you really want it, and I think it'd be quite good against Rabbit. Alright, so guys, that's been my deck profile. Sorry if it's gone on a bit too long. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.